Welcome to the It's Obvious Gaming Podcast, the show where my two best friends and I get together every single week to discuss video games, obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My two best friends are Garrett and Jacob Alka. How we doing?
Just fine.
Just fine?
Yep. I'm great.
Pretty good. That's good. We're all doing great and good.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, we're very excited to be here.
Make sure you stay liquidated.
I will, for sure. I've dropped it all over myself already, so...
You fool.
Yeah, that's okay.
How's everybody doing?
You already asked us that.
I want to really
We're
clarify
fine.
that you're fine. Okay?
I'm really fine.
Good.
I'm really good.
That's really good.
How
are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Good? Yeah. The one guy in the back, like, good. Good.
No one realized the whole time we've had like a live audience.
Yeah. They're behind this wall.
How is everybody doing?
Was that like
a whole
clap
arena?
track?
Like,
Turns into a joke. Just like a clap track will go off.
Yeah. Man. If only. So we talk about video games.
Yeah,
so
we do.
Let's get to it.
Which is something we're all into here.
Yeah, we're really
you remember
into
our
it,
weekly
so-
thing, right?
Yeah, I was just about to get into
cool.
that.
Just checking.
Who's the host here?
Yeah.
You?
I guess I'm not anymore, guys. Whatever.
I'm honored.
So what do we do in video games this week, guys? What games are you playing? Which games are you thinking about? Which games are making you happy?
Which games make you Randy?
Make you Randy? Happy?
Randy, baby.
Such a funny word.
That is.
Randy.
Who made that? Is that like a common British phrase?
I think it's a British phrase. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you Randy, baby. I was thinking
What did you play this week?
Hang on, one quick side note. So Randy, I assume it's like a synonym for horny.
Yeah.
One time, you know Pokemon?
Yes.
Pokemon made you Randy?
I had a Charmeleon doll.
Pokemon made me Randy, Daddy.
What? What'd you say?
No more of them Pokemon. No more of them Randy Pokemon.
Pokemons!
Okay. I was in the car. We were going through like this drive-through when I was a kid, and I used to have the little toys of like all the Pokemon, and I had to try.
And that's what made you Randy.
Yeah. I was a kid. I was like, Daddy, what is going on with my pants?
Oh shit!
Wait, what?
And I had a Charmeleon doll, and he had a horn on his head, and I couldn't figure out his name, so I just called him Horny. And my dad was like, "Don't call him that." I never figured out why until I was older.
That's hilarious.
I'll never forget that.
That's Horny the Chameleon. Daddy, I want to be horny for Christmas.
I didn't know what that was.
I want to be horny for Halloween.
Horny for Halloween. They open up the door. They're like, "What are you? I'm horny."
Farrah's like panic, like get off our lawn.
Get off our lawn.
That isn't funny.
Think you're funny, do you?
Well, this is why Halloween's the Satan's holiday.
I'm Randy, the Horny Chameleon.
What'd you play this week?
Like 3 matches of Hearthstone. Ran around in GTA Online because there's literally nothing else to do. I literally drove my car in like circles around the city for like an hour. And I was like, well, that was cool.
That game will like mesmerize you to where you just like don't even know what you're doing. Just driving cars everywhere.
Yeah, I did that a little bit. I beat Hotline Miami, I think, this past week. Maybe it was the week before.
Really?
I
haven't even beat that.
Yeah, that. And then I downloaded that Marvel fighting game, that mobile Marvel fighting game, and played it for like 5 seconds. I probably won't play it again, but that was kind of cool. But that's all I did. Still waiting for The Witcher. I was thinking about getting Shovel Knight to kill time till The Witcher comes out, but now that Wolfenstein comes out on Tuesday, might do that instead.
Yeah. Shovel Knight is an excellent choice, though. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about that.
That's why I do want to play it.
What kind of game is that?
So
It's like an 8-bit. 8-bit.
8-bit, mate. 2-bit.
Is it a platformer?
Yeah.
Yeah. 8-bit platformer, and you'd be growling as a Shovel Knight with a shovel, you know, mate. Your breast is so stiff, Jacob. I just don't know how you do that. So it's a good breast.
You know.
He was born that way.
What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do?
What'd you do?
Kratos is actually a boss in the PS4 version.
I heard that. That's pretty cool.
And the Vita version, I think. Yeah. Xbox One has a Battletoads level.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Because, they have Rare.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yep.
Cool. So what did I do this week?
What did you do, man?
I played Hearthstone on
Okay.
my iOS iPhone 6 Plus that we are currently
Recording
speaking to.
on. Yep.
I played Destiny Iron Banner this week. I'm trying to earn that helmet because it looks real nice. That's something I'm into, is nice looking things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing that. Also playing Crucible alongside that just to get myself ready for
Real cool.
what's it called? Trials of Osiris, which was announced, which is their
Yep.
version of competitive multiplayer, which will be fun.
I'm sure we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If you're nice.
Maybe.
Did I play anything else? I played Dragon Age Inquisition earlier this week. I'm almost done with the game, actually. I've done pretty much
How do you
everything.
know?
Wow.
I've just explored all the areas so far, and I just got to finish the story now. So I'm looking forward to that.
You played The Last of Us, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did that
yeah,
Let's
we
play.
did. We had a gameplay come out for that.
That was fun.
Check it out.
I would do that again. That was
Slash
really
this
fun.
obvious game. Or
Last of
URL.
Us multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's about it for me.
That's cool.
Nothing
man.
too crazy.
I played Hearthstone. I played Last of Us. I played the Game of Life, guys.
The game of life.
The Game of Life. That's basically, and I'm just waiting for The Witcher.
You mean the board
Like
game?
every week.
Correct.
Yes.
That was actually a fun game. Did you guys ever play that?
I played it like once.
So
your
much fun.
entire
Little,
life?
like spinny wheel.
That's like the game that like I played, like I somehow ended up playing, and I was like, "What am I doing?" Like when you're like with other people.
Yeah.
I don't like.
That's how I
board
feel when I
games.
play Monopoly.
Yeah, it's like, how did I get here?
Monopoly is awesome.
I remember
I'm
one
not a big
time when
fan
I
of
played
board games.
Monopoly with Zach Rivera and Zach Bynum. Or no, Zach Rivera and John Lowe way back in the day. It was like 3 a.m, so we were all really tired, but we were sitting like a, kind of like literally just how we are now, like a semicircle. And Zach Rivera was sitting to my left and we were playing, and he had made so much money that throughout the night, I mean, we played for like 3 hours, I think, straight, but over the period of the night when he wasn't paying attention, I'd steal like his money, just little bits at a time, and slowly over a period of like an hour and a half, he just got less and less money. I was getting more and more, and he was like, he had no idea how it was happening. He's like, man, I must be spending a lot more money than I thought. He's like, I'm not budgeting well tonight, and I had like stolen all of it just sitting right next to him.
You crook.
Yeah, I'll never forget that.
Crook. Well, okay. Well, let's get into our discussions. Like last week, we have a bunch of little topics we're just going to give our quick opinions over. We're going to start off. PS4 has announced that it has sold about 22.3 million
Which is
PS4s.
just astounding.
Wow.
That's a lot of PlayStation.
That
That's
is.
under 2 years, right? Hasn't been
Yeah.
2 years yet.
No, it'll be
That'll
2
be
years in
nice.
November.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
That is mind blowing.
They are, I believe they're on track as the fastest selling console of all time.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. Good system.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Is it the best system you guys have ever owned?
I don't like even know how to like
Yeah.
calculate
Yeah,
that.
me neither. I don't know.
I mean,
I mean-
it's like the best performing, of course. But
Yeah.
Is it your favorite so far?
My
I mean, you haven't had a
favorite?
lot of games to play.
I think due to nostalgia, probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But I
the same
definitely
thing.
like it more than the PS3.
Yeah.
I've always liked how it looks. It's just a real slick looking
Oh, no doubt.
console.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely probably at the top of my list. But if I would pick any, it'd probably be like, I don't know, the PS1 or the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Just because
For me, it's the 64 or the PS4, I guess.
yeah. A really important game got delayed until 2016. I'm just devastated.
What game?
Dead Island 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really excited for it, but
Yeah, I wasn't excited either, but it got delayed like everything else.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're excited for that game, you're
every
kind
game
of
gets delayed
I don't
now.
play zombie games anymore, so. Well, I never
You're
have.
too cool for that?
so, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks, from what I saw, they have gameplay of that, right? Like little
Yeah.
bits of it. And
Like
it kind of
alpha
looks
crap.
like artsy and stuff. And compared to the last one, kind of has like a weird, different art style, doesn't it?
That you're
Well, the
thinking about
trailer.
Escape from Dead Island.
Am I?
The
Was
trailer's kind of.
No, I'm thinking about Dead Island too.
You thinking about
Okay.
the trailer?
Yeah,
The trailer's kind of like.
cartoony.
It's the dude
Yeah.
with the guy running.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, I guess yeah.
Is it the
They-
game like that, or is that just the trailer?
there's its gameplay and it looks colorful like that because
Yeah.
you're on like some tropical.
I think you're
like,
in
I
Los
you're in-
Angeles or
yeah,
something.
like that. I don't know. It's the gameplay I saw. You're like in this neighborhood. Definitely looks cool. I'm interested in.
Mhm.
I like RP. You know, being an RPG, you can play with like
Is
4
it-
people.
it's
that
an
sounds
actual-
cool.
I'm still
RPG.
interested in playing Dying Light. So
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. For me, zombie games are just kind of. I'm over it.
I can understand
There's
that.
just too
I can
many.
understand that too.
Walking Dead, I'm sick of that show.
Yeah.
Just done with zombies.
No, I completely understand. But yeah, that was delayed. Just like you said, everything else on the planet. Now, I'm assuming, I don't know how long we're going to talk about this, but we were talking off camera. I'm really excited for this. You didn't play Banjo-Kazooie.
No.
You kind of did.
No, I don't even remember.
So give us like a brief.
Banjo-Kazooie, which is like super well known, about everybody. Basic. I mean, you've heard of Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, I think everybody knows Banjo-Kazooie. Was created by Rare when they were in their just like glory days of making GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. They made like every game they made was like gold basically until recently, like when Microsoft bought them. But Banjo-Kazooie was out a bear and this bird in his backpack.
Bear and bird.
And it's like a collectathon. You basically you platform and collect stuff, and you fight this green witch and stuff. I haven't played it recently, so I couldn't tell you anything that happens. But back when I was a kid, I would go to Blockbuster all the time and rent that game. Because it was just fun. Like the graphics were super fun and colorful, and the music's just done really well and stuff like that. So I appreciate the game. I would like for actually to go back and play it. I actually might because of this new game being announced called Yooka-Laylee.
Ooh.
Ow.
Yeah.
So like the instrument.
Yeah, like the instrument, but spelled completely different and about a chameleon and a bat.
Oh.
Named Yuka and Laylee, correct?
Yeah, Yuka and Laylee.
So not quite the instrument.
No. So this is a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, made by the same dudes.
Yeah.
They aren't at the Rare anymore. They created a company called Playtonic Games. And it is, like I said, Yooka-Laylee, and they announced this game saying it was a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, so they launched a Kickstarter for this game. And their goal was $200,000. So they launched the Kickstarter, and within 40 minutes, they hit 200,000, and now they're at like $1 million. Wow.
I feel like that's every Kickstarter in history.
Well, it's the fastest game ever on Kickstarter.
That's incredible.
So now the game is coming out on every system imaginable, and it's still just steadily going up. Like I'm gonna look it up on Kickstarter right now and see what it's at right now.
I didn't realize so many people love that game that much.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I
always knew about it, but I've never played it or cared to play it. Just because I'm not like a huge platformer person.
What they need to do is, who'd you say made Cookies and Cream back in the day?
From Software.
Yeah.
The people who made Bloodborne.
Yeah, they need to make a sequel to Cookies and Cream.
Makes me think of Berries and Cream, that Trident. Or was it Trident? That gum commercial? No, it's a Skittles commercial. Berries and Cream.
Is it like that weird kind of Skittles guy you can get?
Yeah.
Okay, so currently, there's still 44 days left, and they are at $1.9 million with 44 days left
That's
to go.
okay.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
What were they planning to do with only? Well, imagine if they literally only made 200,000. Would
Well,
they been like,
actually,
we're not going to make it anymore.
I actually have a list. Once they got to 175, and this is all in British pounds because this isn't converted to
pounds,
which I don't know the conversion rate.
Yeah.
It was a PC Mac release. Then at 275, it was unique epic boss battle on every level, plus awesome boss tunes from the music guy that did
cool.
Banjo-Kazooie, which I showed you a trailer before we started, and you probably don't remember, but the music is like freaking amazing. It sounds just like Banjo-Kazooie. There's now a local co-op buddy mode, so you can play 2-player. There's a 2 to 4 player mode. There's professional French, German, Spanish, exclusive character designs, more local multiplayer, a simultaneous Wii U Xbox simultaneous sorry Wii U Xbox One and PS4 release date, and there's an old school Nintendo 64 shader mode to play the game in.
That's cool.
And a developer walkthrough and commentary is coming out because they released 1.2 million. And if they get to 1.5 million, which I think they just passed, they're doing an entire orchestral score for the game.
Wow.
So this game is just blowing up, and basically everybody's talking about it right now.
That's really cool.
Yeah, people have always wanted a Banjo-Kazooie successor, and I don't know if y'all heard of Banjo-Kazooie
Butts?
Butts and Bolts. Nuts and Bolts, which was like a Banjo-Kazooie car game where you made a car and drove it around.
Mm-hmm.
Really stupid. People were pissed off about it.
Sounds
Nice.
kind of dumb.
It was
cool to
kind of
me.
dumb.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited for this game. I want to back it. You can pay like $30 and you're like guaranteed to get the game, everything on day one and stuff, which I'm gonna buy it anyway, so I might as well just support them.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
I'm gonna do that for sure.
Well, good for you.
Thank you. If you pay like $150, you can get a retro Nintendo 64 case that they make with the game, with them signing it.
That's cool.
Which that sounds freaking awesome.
It does sound cool.
If I were a rich boy,
If I were a diehard fan, I'd get it.
Rich boy. my voice hasn't.
My voice is escaping me too.
Yeah, my
Since
voice
you got
hasn't
me
quite
sick.
returned yet, so I can't do my high pitched voice right now.
that's all right. Well, like our job here isn't to report the news because obviously we're late. We're here to give our opinions on it,
Yeah.
of course, like we always do. My opinion on this is AO cool K. I'm giving
Yeah,
a
it sounds really
thumbs
awesome
up.
to me. I love stuff like that. So
You're not into this at all.
Not really.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
really
okay.
care.
though. You're over. That's okay.
To
we
be
all
honest.
we all have different things that get us turned on and
sounds
stuff.
great to me.
Yeah, you know what gets me turned on?
What's that?
Money. Having lots of freaking money.
Oh,
I
really?
love money. I love it.
Yeah, you have problems, man.
Dude, calm down.
I love money so much. I'm gonna sell my console on eBay
Yeah,
for thousands of dollars.
No, you're not.
really?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna sell my PlayStation 4 console for thousands.
What are you gonna invest
why?
it in?
You know why? Because I have PT on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, someone would. You imagine someone paying thousands of dollars just to play that again? Don't get me wrong, that was really cool, but it isn't like, holy crap, I have to have that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you heard about this.
No, I'm just imagining.
I'm
that.
just.
They're listed on eBay right now for like 1.5K on eBay with PT installed. I think I only think that's enough. I think it was like 15,000.
That's so stupid.
It's so funny.
What
I don't know if anybody's paying that for it, but
No one's
people are
ever
doing
gonna
it.
buy that.
They're doing it. It's like the minute PT got pulled from the PlayStation Store, they're like selling them like
Why don't
crazy.
you just watch it on like YouTube or something?
I
Who
don't know.
cares?
I guess it's just the novelty of like having something that will never exist anymore.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I think we
And
talked
it's a
about
trailer.
it. We talked about it next time, but like, holy crap, Konami! And we said last week that Konami was like, what are they gonna do? They're screwed and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this. Konami makes like lottery machines, like furniture. Like they're like a huge thing over in Japan, and we just know them as games.
Yeah.
So they're fine. Like I thought they were like done for, but they're okay, I guess, in regards of making money and stuff. But that still makes me. Oh, there's a petition for Silent Hills to actually be released, and they're like at 15,000 signatures. It's not going to do anything, but people really want that game to come out. I really want that game to come out.
I would like to see, speaking of spiritual successors earlier, I would like to see a spiritual successor to Dead Space.
I would too.
Like I know like the third one got to a point where I never even played the second or third one. The second one I heard was pretty cool, but the third one I heard was just not that good because
Yeah,
it was
I
like
only played the
action
first
It
packed
was more action-y,
and it was like co-op and stuff. And I'm like, the original Dead Space is probably my favorite horror game.
Yeah.
But that game's awesome, and I would love to go back to that like survival horror in space and like with the crazy aliens and stuff, and just something about exploring that like a abandoned space station with all the crazy enemies and stuff was just awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to play another horror game like that.
We kind of have something like that with Alien Isolation.
Another horror game
right
like
now.
that.
Another horror game like
Yeah.
that? Yeah, good thing we were talking
Like Dead
about
Space.
that.
Yeah, just speaking of horror games in general, but Silent Hills I'm sure would have been good, but I'm not like devastated by any means. So we never even
thought it would've been
technically saw
phenomenal.
anything from
I know,
it.
but
so.
just it's like literally it's Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima making a Silent Hills game.
Yeah, it is cool.
That just sounds incredible. It was too good to be true, and that's why it didn't happen.
Yeah. I heard this was like from like multiple people said this is like Guillermo del Toro's like 10th try trying to make a game, and it's like
Yeah, I
failed
read
again.
that. I read that. What the
That's
heck?
what he's like
Yeah,
cursed.
he's probably like, I'm done. And Norman Reedus probably has a horrible experience too, because he made that really freaking awful
Survival Instinct.
Survival Instincts game, which is freaking awful.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember the trailers for that game? It didn't even show gameplay. It's like, there's Merle and Durrell, and we're making a game, and then like they didn't show any of the game.
Wasn't he in one other
Girl.
game? Norman Reedus?
I don't think so.
I don't think it was like Walking Dead related. Maybe I'm thinking of...
I don't think he was, because I remember hearing that this was like his second game experience,
Yeah.
and it like
it would have
went
been
to
a
hell.
serious upgrade.
seriously, yeah, maybe just a tiny bit. before we get to Batman, which Batman is coming because some news was leaked, not leaked, news was released today about Batman. Let's talk a little bit about Destiny. Had that big stream this week, right?
Last Wednesday, yeah.
It was last Wednesday. Oh, okay.
Every
this
Wednesday.
Yeah. They showed. Well, let me get to the Trials of Osiris, which is what they showed. Correct.
Right.
Okay. So, Crucible is getting a overhaul. There's going to be more drops, and if you're the top player, you have a way higher chance of actually getting something.
Nice. That's how it should have always been.
The marks and experience are doubled as well, so you get 6 marks instead of 3.
Nice.
And you get more if you stay in the same lobby.
Really?
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Consecutive
Yeah.
games.
Good things I'm
That
hearing
is cool.
right now.
That is cool.
It will make me return.
Yeah, I will return. That sounds really cool.
That stuff is actually coming in a patch before the launch of the expansion.
Yes.
So
Cool.
And the Dark Below maps are free for everybody now.
yes.
Cool.
Once the patch, or the new
Is that
expansion
cool?
drops.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
That's cool,
cool.
I guess. Trials of Osiris looks pretty cool. It's a new game type. Did you see anything about it?
Called,
All I heard is that it's like when you have like one life or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
called elimination.
Yes. And if you lose, you get 1 strike. You have 3 strikes. And if you lose 3 games, then you're out for the week.
Okay.
Let's talk more about the elimination mode. It's not just like one round. It's best of
5.
It sounds
Yes.
like Breakout from Halo 5 beta. However, it's like you have 1 life and then you play the rounds and whoever wins the most rounds
essentially.
wins.
And if you win 3 out
Actually,
of 5.
I think it's more than 5. I think you have to win 5. So I think it's best of 9.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to
gotta
win
best of
5.
something.
You have to win 5 games to win the match.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's a tick on your card.
Okay, cool.
How much, or how many players are on each team?
3.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
And so you
And
can
you're-
revive each other
Yes.
and stuff
Right.
too.
Uh-huh.
So
It's a very extremely team-oriented base.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
my favorite thing to do in any multiplayer.
yeah. So I have a feeling me and us will enjoy that
Yeah.
very much.
It's something we would be probably pretty good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we killed it in skirmish for a while.
Yeah.
And it makes it even more worse that if you lose 3 times, like lose the overall rounds, you're done. Like
Yeah,
you're done for
that
the
card's done. You have to buy a new one.
It makes
Yeah.
it very,
But
very competitive.
fortunately, they're only.
week. Hang on,
like
are you done
100
for the week?
No.
No, see-
you can do it as many times as
I
you
thought
want.
you were done for the week. Like you gotta wait till next week.
It's
I kinda
Friday
want
through
that.
Tuesday reset, and
Oh,
you can buy
okay.
as many cards as you want for 100 glimmer or something
What do you
Oh,
buy
that's
cards
it?
for?
to enter the Trials of
Oh,
Osiris.
but if
It's
you-
like a scorecard.
But if you don't win the 10, you gotta start all the way over. If
It's
you lose
9.
3. 9, then you have to start all the way over.
right.
And what do
Okay.
you
You
get?
lose
What,
three at any
so
moment,
what do
you're
you get if you get to the end of this? Like,
You gear can drop from the matches at any point.
yeah.
There's like different rewards. There's like stone, bronze, silver, and gold rewards. Like
Platinum.
Platinum too. And
Really?
if you win like I
There
think
really
so,
is?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you win 2 matches, it's the stone reward. There's like a package or something, and you open it, and there's like one of those for every like few games you win. Like 3 is bronze, 5 is silver, I think 7 is gold. So, yeah, the more you win, the better rewards you get.
Cool.
And there's also once you get to 7 wins, you can buy a gun and a piece of armor from the vendor too.
That is cool because the armor looks freaking sick.
So you don't know what you're getting in the packages, but you could always buy the gear if you get 7 wins.
The armor
and
looks
that
really
changes every week what he sells.
Wow.
As the 2 pieces.
Do you guys like the armor?
Yeah, from what I've
freaking
seen, it looks
awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.